Let us consider now the topic on properties of inverse Laplace transform. So, first is to use this formula mentioned in the properties of inverse Laplace transform. We should know the Laplace inverse of any function f of s, which is nothing but the frequency domain in terms of s, which is obtained in terms of time function or time domain t. Then the first property is given by Laplace inverse of f of s minus of a is equals to e power of at into f of t. That means if you want to find the Laplace inverse of any function of the form f of s minus of a, then first is I have to find the Laplace inverse of the function f of t, of the function f of s associated with the LHS. So from f of s minus of a, we are going to rewrite the expression as f of s, whose Laplace inverse will be obtained and which will be substituted into the RHS with the value of a for the exponential term. That is how we are going to consider this formula for the Laplace inverse of f of s minus a. Similarly, what is the formula we have for Laplace inverse of integral of the function f of s, where s is the variable? So we have the term ds within the limits s to infinity is given by f of t by t. Again, this implies that you have to find the Laplace inverse of the function f of s, which is the function to be integrated present in the function. Then once you obtain its Laplace inverse, that function should be substituted for the numerator. Similarly, what is the Laplace inverse of d to the power n by ds to the power n of f of s, means derivative of the frequency domain function. It is given by the formula t to the power n into f of t divided by minus 1 to the power n. So here we will be using specific cases with the value of n. So what do we mean by specific cases? So specific cases means substitute n is equals to 1. Means if you want to find the Laplace inverse of minus of f dash of s, because this minus n is obtained in the RHS, which we are going to consider into the formula, because when we solve the problem it will be of the kind Laplace inverse of minus of f dash of s, then it is given by the formula t into Laplace inverse of f of s. Similarly, we are going to consider the second case when n is 2. That means if you have to find Laplace inverse of f double dash of s, then it is given by t squared into Laplace inverse of f of s. Okay. Then what is the last property that we have? It is for the unit step function what we consider for Laplace transform. So Laplace inverse of any function where you have a product of the function f of s with an exponential term e power of minus as, then it is given as f of t minus of a into u of t minus of a. So which can also be written as Laplace inverse of the product of exponential with the time frequency domain function f of s is given by f of t into u of t, where t is replaced by t minus of a. What is the meaning of this function? So consider the function f of s, which is a quotient of exponential term. Find its Laplace inverse first, which will be called as f of t. Now into this function f of t, replace t by t minus of a, and with the term, the definition of unit step function, we are going to get the Laplace inverse of product of an exponential function with the frequency domain function. So these are the four properties that we have for inverse Laplace transform. Now we are going to consider problems on all of these four properties. As a first step, we are going to solve problems with respect to the fourth property. Then we are going to consider the other properties or problems on other properties. So let us consider the first problem. So what is the first problem? Here we have it as 2 divided by e to the power minus s by s cube minus 3 into e power minus 2s by s. Now which property to be considered? For that, first observe the function. If you have an exponential term involved either in the numerator or in the denominator, it obviously implies that I have to consider the fourth property, which is by the definition of unit step function that we have studied in the previous section of Laplace transform. So what is the first step? we are going to apply Laplace inverse for the given function and rewrite that by using the linearity property. Linearity property means if you have a constant term, bring the constant term outside, then apply the Laplace inverse. So the given function becomes 2 into Laplace inverse of e to the power minus s by s cube minus 3 into Laplace inverse of e power of minus 2s by s. Now call this as equation 1. Now consider first term of equation 1. What is the first term we have? It is Laplace inverse of e to the power minus s by s cube. Now here when I observe, I have the exponential term to be present in the function for which I need to apply Laplace inverse. So what I'll do, I will refer to the formula that we have considered right now. So the formula was Laplace inverse of e power of minus as into f of s is equals to f of t minus of a into u of t minus of a. So what we will do is we are going to consider the LHS of the formula, compare the LHS of the formula which is over here e power of minus as into f of s, then note down what is the function f of s. Then we are going to obtain its Laplace inverse. So I'll compare the function e power of minus as into f of s with the first term of the RHS in equation 1. When I do the same, I am going to get it as Laplace inverse of e power of minus s into 1 by s cube. So here by comparison, a takes the value 1. So RHS becomes f of t minus of 1 into u of t minus of 1. Call this as equation 2. Why? Because we should know what is the definition of f of t minus of 1 minus 1 from the term Laplace inverse of f of s. So here by comparison f of s is nothing but 1 divided by s cube. So I am going to find Laplace inverse of 1 by s cube. So we have already solved these kind of problems. So s cube in the denominator can be written as Laplace inverse of 1 by s to the power 2 plus 1. So by using the Laplace inverse of the basic formula, it is Laplace inverse of 1 by s to the power n plus 1 can be written as t to the power n by gamma n, where gamma n value is considered as n factorial since n is a positive integer in this case. So after using this formula, we are getting Laplace inverse of the term 1 by s to the power 2 plus 1 as t square divided by gamma 2. So what is gamma 2? Gamma 2 will be 2 factorial by using the expression. So the value for Laplace inverse of 1 by s cube is t squared by 2, which can be considered as f of t. Now we don't want the value of f of t. Instead, we need the value of f of t minus of 1. So what I do, I am going to consider the definition f of t as t squared by 2. So the definition now f of for the function f of t is t squared by 2. Into this, replace t by t minus 1 because to substitute into the RHS of equation 2, I need the definition for f of t minus 1 but not for f of t. When I do the same, f of t minus 1 gives me the expression as t minus of 1 whole square divided by 2. Fine. Now what will be the expression 2 or the equation 2? Equation 2 becomes Laplace inverse of e to the power minus s into 1 by s cube is equals to f of t minus 1. From the previous step, the value of t minus 1 is t minus 1 whole squared by 2 into u of t minus 1. So this is the Laplace inverse of the first term of the equation 1. Similarly, we are going to consider the second term of equation 1. What is second term of equation 1? Laplace inverse of e to the power minus 2s divided by s. So consider the same procedure. What is the procedure? So when you observe the function, I have the exponential term mentioned in the function. So whenever we have the exponential term, we should consider the property mentioned by the formula 4. So it is Laplace inverse of e to the power minus as f of s is equals to f of t minus of a into u of t minus of a. By comparison, a takes the value 2. So first I am going to write the formula for the given problem. It is f of t minus of 2 into u of t minus of 2. Call this as equation 3. Now what we will do, I am going to consider the coefficient of exponential in the LHS. So what is the coefficient of exponential in the LHS of equation 3, which is 1 by s. So we are going to find Laplace inverse of 1 by s. What is Laplace inverse of 1 by s? It is 1 by the formula Laplace inverse of a by s, which is equals to a. Now we call this as f of t, the function of t, because t1 can be written as t to the power 0. Now what I have to do? Consider the definition. I have to know what can be the value of f of t minus of 2 into this definition f of t as 1. Since f of t in this case is independent of t, whatever value I substitute for t, I will get the expression as 1 itself. So f of t minus of 2 gives me the value 1. So what we are going to do? We are going to substitute that into equation 3. So equation 3 becomes now 1 into u of t minus of 2. So therefore, we got the Laplace inverse of the second term. Now substitute these two into equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes 2 into t minus of 1 whole squared by 2 into u of t minus 1 minus 3 into 1 into u of t minus 2. Simplify it further by cancelling out 2 and 2. We are going to get the expression as t minus of 1 whole squared into u of t minus 1 minus 3 into u of t minus of 2. So, whenever you have an exponential term in the numerator, we are going to consider always the formula that we have considered for the property number 4, and we are going to obtain its Laplace inverse or inverse Laplace transform in time domain. Now let us consider the next problem. So what is the next problem I have? It is cos hyperbolic 2s divided by e to the power 3s into s square. See, again I have exponential term in the denominator. Further, I can write cos hyperbolic function also in exponential form. So we all know that cos hyperbolic 2s is nothing but e power of 2s plus e to the power minus 2s by 2 by the Euler's formula. Then the denominator e power 3s, if you bring it to the numerator, it gives us e power minus 3s. Therefore, the given expression becomes Laplace inverse of e to the power minus 3s divided by s square into e power of minus 2s plus e to the power minus 2s divided by 2. Now multiply each and every term, simplify, bring the term 1 by 2 outside and rewrite the expression by using the linearity property. Therefore, the expression becomes, now I have it as 1 by 2 into Laplace inverse of, see here, I have brought 1 by 2 outside, e power minus 3s into e power 2s. So if I simplify with the indices, I am left with e power of minus s divided by s square plus Laplace inverse of, similarly e to the power minus 3s into minus 2s gives me e power minus 5s by s square. Call this as equation 1. Now let us consider the first term. What is the first term that I have? It is Laplace inverse of e to the power minus s divided by s square. So when I observe the first term, I have been left with the exponential term in the numerator. So which makes us or which gives us an idea that I have to use the property 4 of the properties of Laplace transform. So what is the formula we have? It is Laplace inverse of e power of minus as into f of s is f of t minus of a into u of t minus of a. So first compare the LHS of the formula with the expression that we need to find the Laplace inverse and find out the value of a. When I compare the numerator here, it is e power of minus s with the function e power of minus as, a takes the value yes 1. So I am going to substitute that. Therefore, Laplace inverse of e power minus s into 1 by s squared is f of t minus of 1 into u of t minus of 1. Call it as equation 2. Now what I have to do? I have to know the definition for f of t minus of 1 by obtaining the Laplace inverse of coefficient of exponential in the LHS of the equation 2. So what is coefficient of exponential in the LHS of equation 2? It is 1 by s square. So find Laplace inverse of 1 by s square. So 1 by s square can be written as Laplace inverse of 1 by s to the power 1 plus 1. So by using the formula of Laplace inverse of the basic functions, we have the expression as Laplace inverse of 1 by s to the power n plus 1 is equals to t to the power n by gamma n. So where gamma n is n factorial, since n is a positive integer. So here n takes the value 1. I can write therefore the expression for Laplace inverse of 1 by s to the power 1 plus 1 as t to the power 1, which gives us 1 divided by gamma 1. Gamma 1 value we know that is 1. Therefore, t by 1 will be the expression. Therefore, what is Laplace inverse of 1 by s squared? The Laplace inverse of 1 by s squared is going to be now t is equals to f of t. Therefore, we get the definition of f of t from the given expression. But we have to substitute into equation 2 as f of t minus 1. So, consider f of t as t, which we have obtained from the previous step. Now, into this, replace t by t minus of 1. So, when I substitute t as t minus of 1, I will be getting the expression as f of t minus of 1 is equals to t minus 1. Just replacing t as the term t minus of 1. Now, substitute this into equation 2. So, what will be equation 2 now? T minus of 1 into u of t minus 1. Now, we are going to consider the second term of the RHS. So, the second term of the RHS is Laplace inverse of e power of minus 5s divided by s squared. Then, consider the formula. So, by the formula and comparing the LHS with the formula, A takes the value 5. Therefore, RHS is f of t minus of 5 into u of t minus of 5 we have. Therefore, I have to call this as equation 3 because we need to still find the value of f of t minus of 5, which should be substituted into the RHS. To find f of t minus of 5, I am going to consider the coefficient of exponential in the LHS of the same expression. Therefore, the coefficient of exponential is 1 by s squared. Let's find its Laplace inverse. Therefore, the Laplace inverse of 1 by s squared by using the formula is t to the power n by gamma n, because we have obtained Laplace inverse of 1 by s squared in the same problem. So, we are going to copy the same, which is Laplace inverse of 1 by s squared is t, which is equals to f of t. Now, replace f of t as t minus 5 because we need to substitute the function value for f of t minus of 5 into the RHS of equation 3. Therefore, f of t minus of 5 gives me t minus of 5. Therefore, equation 3 gives us Laplace inverse of e to the power minus 5s into 1 by s squared is equals to t minus of 5 into u of t minus of 5. Now, substitute these two obtained expressions into the RHS of equation 1. Therefore, the Laplace inverse of the given function, which was cos hyperbolic of 2s divided by e power 3s into s squared, is 1 by 2 into Laplace inverse of the first term, which we have obtained as t minus of 1 into u of t minus 1, plus the second term, which is t minus of 5 into u of t minus of 5. Now, let us consider the next problem. So, the next problem is Laplace inverse of e power of minus pi s divided by s square plus 1 plus Laplace inverse of s into e power minus 2 pi s divided by s square plus 4. So, what is the first thing we are going to do? We are going to rearrange the terms of the given problem so that we can compare them with the formula obtained for the properties of Laplace function. So, Laplace inverse of e to the power minus pi s into 1 by s square plus 1 can be considered, plus Laplace inverse of second term can be rewritten in the standard form as e power of minus 2 pi s into s by s square plus 4. Call this as equation 1. So, first consider the first term of the equation 1. What was the first term? It is Laplace inverse of e power minus pi s into 1 by s square plus 1. So, here exponential term is supposed to be present. Whenever we have an exponential term, it makes us obvious that I have to use the formula for the property mentioned under fourth one, which is Laplace inverse of e power of minus as into f of s, which is equals to f of t minus of a into u of t minus a. So, by comparison, what is the value of a? A takes the value 5. Therefore, the expression becomes f of t minus pi into u of t minus pi. Call it as equation 2. Fine. So, now what are we going to do? We are going to consider the Laplace inverse of coefficient of exponential term, which is 1 by s square plus 1. So, what is Laplace inverse of 1 by s square plus 1? Which is sin t, which we have from the basic table of inverse Laplace transform. that is Laplace inverse of a by s square plus a squared is sine at, or I can write it as sine at by a also. So here a takes the value 1, therefore I can write it as sine t, which is equals to f of t. Okay. Now what I need is, I need the value of f of t minus pi. So I am going to replace into the definition for f of t where t as t minus pi. So I am going to get it as f of t minus of pi is sine of t minus of pi. So we have this standard formula from plus 1 class where sine of t minus pi is minus sine t. So therefore equation 2 with this value becomes Laplace inverse of e power of minus pi s into 1 by s square plus 1 is equals to minus sine t into u of t minus of pi. Now similarly, we are going to get the value for the second term. So consider the second term. You compare this with the formula of the property. So we have the value of a is equals to 2. So when I substitute a as 2, I am going to get it as f of t minus 2 pi into u of t minus of 2 pi. Therefore, now I am going to consider the coefficient of exponential in the LHS of this equation 3. So what is the coefficient of exponential in the LHS of equation 3? It is given by s by s square plus 2 square. So Laplace inverse of s by s square plus 2 square is cos 2t. Since it is in terms of t, obviously we call it as function of t denoted by f of t, which is considered by the formula Laplace inverse of s by s square plus a squared as cos at, which is the standard Laplace inverse of the basic function. Therefore, f of t is nothing but cos 2t. Now, into this, we are going to substitute t as t minus of 2 pi because we need the value of f of t minus of 2 pi. So, what is the function? It is cos of 2 into t minus of 2 pi. Then, on simplifying, obviously, it gives me cos of 2t. Then, substitute the same into equation 3. So, equation 3 becomes now Laplace inverse of e to the power minus 2 pi s into s by s square plus 2 squared as cos 2t into u of t minus of 2 pi. Substitute these two into equation 1. Therefore, the Laplace inverse of the given expression is minus sin t into u of t minus pi plus cos 2t into u of t minus of pi. This is how we are going to solve for the expression.